Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to write Python code. We should always start with the context. You are a professional Python developer because I want ChatGPT to act as a Python developer. And I'm going to ask it to build a Tic Tac Toe game that's playable like text adventure. And I wanted to make it print a text-based representation of the board after each move. So the best part of this is that ChatGPT writes the code in this special black box where we just have a button for copy the code. Some other thing that is important to mention is that ChatGPT uses comments that explain how the code works, and sometimes it explains you how to use the code. So in this case, it says that to play the game, simply run the script in your terminal and follow the prompts. So let's copy this code and let's go to Visual Studio Code and let's create a Python doc. Let's paste our code and now let's run it. So you see it's X's turn. So let's choose a position. Let's go with 2. Now you see it printed the board. Now let's go with O's turn. Let's put on 5. Let's go again with X on 3. Let's put O on 1. Let's put the X on 4 and the O on 9. Player O wins. Good. So our code works perfectly. Let's go back to ChatGPT. So now I want to improve this code. And I asked ChatGPT, now make a version of Tic Tac Toe that has an actual UI you'll use by clicking on open squares. So let's wait for it to do its magic. Okay, this says that we just have to simply run the script again. So let's just copy our code and go back to Visual Studio Code. Let's create another file because I don't want to lose this first version. Let's call this one tic-tac-toe-tube.py. Let's paste our code and let's just click on play. So here I have our game. So let's see, player X's turn. I'm gonna play here. You see, player O, player X, player O, player X, player O, player X. Player X wins. Perfect. So our code is running perfectly. Let me just close this one and let's go back to ChatGPT. So let's spice things up a little bit. Now we want to write a simple but opponent for a human player to play against. But we want this code to be able to be added to the previous code so the UI is still functioning. So now let's copy this code and let's go back to Visual Studio Code. So we need to add the code in here, but we need to make sure to do the right thing. For example, we need the import to be close to where this is imported. We have the both, move, and this in here is the main game loop. So what we should do is replace the game loop with this code. There you go. And now let's try our code. So let's see. If I play X in here, you see the O played in another part. If I play the X in here, O played in another part. If I play the X in here, O played in another part. Something important to notice is that the bot that we just created is randomly placing the O in any place. So it's possible for us to win. Please like this video if you found it helpful and remember to subscribe if you want to keep on watching these tutorials.